Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. See, it's a switch up, yeah, intro, etc. I accidentally left my side monitor on a very white window. Please hold, it's hurting my eyes. There we go. It's just even the slight background, I don't like it. Today we are Exile Melting. Hello, it's good to see you again. Thank you for joining me once again. Exile Melting. That's it. Let's get to it. Exile Melting random. What the hell? What am I doing? You guys know what we're doing here. It's like the 100 millionth episode. Let's just get right into it, shall we? That's how I start these episodes. I just got done streaming. It's 4 a.m. My last Spire run went long. I've been playing a lot of Spire on the stream lately. I might try to do more Spire stuff over here on the tube. Who knows? Hard to say. But regardless, on the bright side for this run, I can't play Melting Secondary because Melting is our main. Every run this week so far, or every run, I refer to them as a week, it's been 4 days, but every run this week starting 4 days ago has been Melting Secondary, which is very fun. It's not a big deal. We've had some pretty interesting runs out of it, I think, so it's fine. I'm not mad. Imagine getting mad at video games, am I right? Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's begin. Double Barrel Daedalus, Cursed Felchase, Seraph, Molten Encasement, Vent, and Engulfed in Smoke. Exile Melting, Default Hellhorned. I love Default Hellhorned. It's probably the best secondary. Concussive Coals is not my favorite take here, because if we go Spikes Fade, it's bad. I instinctively clicked the artifact. I was supposed to see what fade we take first. Oh well. I'm gonna skip this. I think Concussive Coals can do more harm than good here. Okay. I'll play Firelight. Although the Eternal Flame one... I'm gonna play Firelight. Eternal Flame's weird because you have to have another answer to the second heavy. The first heavy dies to Eternal Flame. What do you do about the second heavy though? The answer is... I don't know. With Firelight, I'm not going to take the trial because we want to play safe in the early game. If it were a unit draft trial, I would have taken it and accepted the damage. However, it's not worth it for the other option there. For money, I don't mind. Passing. Okay, our first combat is the scariest. Oh, we have torches to kill Fade. Look at that. Oh no, I can't reform Fade. Alright. Look, it's late. It's gonna be a rough episode. I hope that you can bear with me. Oh, that's good. It's good shit. I felt genuine shock when that happened, I'll be real. I'm fine, don't worry. I am fit to handle it here. I need to draw a reform card or I'm going to die. Okay. We drew 2. Playing that Train Steward was also really bad. I'm very... Oh, God. Oh, because she doesn't die right away. Oh, no. I played this combat out like garbage. Oh, man. I guess I should have played Molten Encasement. Yeah. Okay. On the bright side, we get another 40 out of Fade here, so... It's not the end of the world. I take 10. Firelight has this problem. It's partially me. I think I could have taken less damage if I didn't fuck it up. You know, Molded versus Draft for Firelight Fade is a tough question. Molded is really good. I'm gonna take the Draft. Imps are also good with Fade. Firelight, take Fledgling Imp. It's fine. I have to remove a lot of cards very quickly. Go right. Quick, +10, +25. +25 is very nice. Paraffin Enforcer. Hey, look at that. Wickless Baron's better. Sorry, bud. But Paraffin Enforcer is cool. Paraffin Enforcer is fun on Firelight Fade. Unfortunately, Wickless Baron is just the cooler Paraffin Enforcer. Also, gonna go ahead and just buy 2 removals right now. So, yeah, it's aggressive. It is very aggressive, but we need to be aggressive on our removing here. because Firelight Fade is the way she is, I need to hit draft within like 2 turns. Maybe 3 turns, right? Removing cards gets us closer to that end goal. And that is excellent. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. So this combat should be fine, unless this was High Priest. I've reached the point in the night where I can't really pay attention to anything. I lose my focus, more or less. And I'm gonna not take this damage. I don't know, I'm missing on the little details that are important because I'm playing a card game and the entire point is the little details. Is this High Priest? I think it's Last Night. I'm pretty sure it's Last Night of the Disciples, the stat stick guy. Either way, we got this big boy. Yeah, it's Last Night, okay. Usually when I don't know who the boss is, it's this goon. I would like to pick up a burnout card on this run. The question is, do I torch the haste here? Do I want the boss to walk right up or not? I think I don't. I think I torch this. I think it's better for the boss to walk right up. I also think it doesn't matter that much. Cool, okay. We're making it past the scary parts of Firelight Fade. We're getting close to the parts where it's just a stomp. Nice. Hollow Drippings or Wicklash here. Which do you want? Wicklash? I'm gonna take Hollow Drippings. I think Hollow Drippings is better. I just have to, maybe I even look to Permafrost it. I just play it after Fade dies the first time and we just make that floor never die to burnout. I spent all my money on removing. Merchant of Steel is less good for this reason. I'm gonna go to the left, take the Pyre Health. Pyre Health should guarantee through Daedalus, and an artifact is cool. Burnout artifact is the best. Encased Ember is okay. Advanced Prototype's also okay. Could turn Train Stewards into the carry with Advanced Prototype, but we already have the plan. I guess I'll just skip again. Like, Encased Ember has its uses. But, alright, I'll take it. There's a piece of me that wants to do that achievement where you take no relics, but I should. Times 5? I think I just times 1 draft. Yeah, I could times 1 draft, or I could like times 1 primitive mold. I'm just gonna times 1 draft though. Our top 4, or rather our Fade 4 is Fade, Baron, Draft, and that's a really, really formidable floor. If Fade dies every turn, that floor should overwhelm everything, just kills everything. The big thing about it too is the Baron won't get killed, so I won't ever have to reset with reforming the whole floor. Yeah, okay. I should have put the imp behind. Yeah, because I want the Molten Encasement to take it here. My mistake. That's slightly bad. It should be not a big deal though. Maybe the Molten Encasement taking it is bad, come to think of it. Thank you, Hollow Drippings, for saving me from an otherwise unworldly fate of no reforms. Hollow Drippings in the clutch. Yeah, so should not have put Molten Encasement in the reform pool. A classic mistake. It happens from time to time. Easy to forget that I can't play any units with Firelight Fade because I end up like this. How did it end up like this? It was 4 primitive molds in a single turn. So I'm not reforming Fade next turn. That is so bad. I cannot stress to you how bad this is. Oh, buddy. Extremely rough draw. 4 primitive molds in a single turn is the nightmare. On the bright side, we have Vent, so I'm not taking a lot of damage for this. In fact, I should take basically none. Hollow Drippings is going to make it so that this run isn't over here. Very happy with my Hollow Drippings pickup. And now we can begin the fixing of this run. Oh boy. Gonna just play nothing. I mean, I should Torch Daedalus there technically, but you know. I gotta Reform Fade, right? Holy shit. Oh god. I'm gonna burn out and die. What? Oh, it is tragic. 411. Ooh, buddy. This was a really bad combat. I played this out poorly. I did, yeah. I just shouldn't have played the Molten Encasement. Should have just taken the 10 damage, but you know. Oh my god, the four primitive mold turn. The horror. Monster Train and I have been having some absolutely fucking awful runs lately, I gotta say. Yesterday's run and this today, we've been having some rough ones. I hope to overcome. It really, I feel like it does come in waves where we go through like, oh yeah, I'm just getting everything I need and all these runs are great, and then, oh yeah, I just drew 4 primitive molds in a single turn and died. I could have played that better though, I could have won that combat probably. It would have been ugly, but just don't play the Molten Encasement. I have to remember to treat my units like curses. Okay, Plating Seal Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Sap Seraph, Molded Welder Helper, Memento Mori. If we get Spikes Fade, this is gonna be over. Like, this is gonna be, yeah, okay. Vapor Funnel's nice. We take those. This is a very good Spikes Fade start. No Mark of Invasion is a shame. Also Apprentice of Light, so it's a nightmare. Gonna not take this trial, but yeah, this is gonna be rough. This combat is going to be rough, but after this combat it gets better. I'm gonna take a lot from these guys though. I have to play the Train Stewards. I can't treat them like a curse here. I have to play him just to stop the damage shield. Oh, does he not get damage shield from the Spikes Fade? I guess he doesn't get damage shield. Huh. Never mind, I guess that was a mistake. Interesting. Thought he would for sure. I want to put this in the Reform Pool. And then put it in the Reform Pool, it's just sitting there. I'm trying. I just have to eat it, more or less. I don't want you going over 30, so I'll ping there. Welder Helper doesn't change anything, so I shouldn't play it. I'll just play it again later. Fade gets this kill. It's fine. I need to reform well. Hopefully because I played bottom 4. Yeah, we got molded. It's fine, it's fine. Took a little damage, just as is to be expected here. I just added something to the Reform Pool I didn't need to. My mistake. She was burning out. It's fine either way. Okay. So the first combat, I really feel like Little Fade struggles the most in the first combat of any champion. All 3 paths feel pretty rough. I don't need molded here. I'm going to add, the only card I'm going to add, yeah, is Welder Helper. Only thing even worth adding to this. If we can get, like, the best thing to get here is the Haste Combat. Haste Combat is the absolute perfect. Endless. Legion Wax, wow. Could take Wickless Baron. I don't think I need him though. This is a run. Maybe I should have taken Wickless Baron there. In hindsight. Taking the Welder Helper just to keep him out of the Reform Pool is nice. I just want to give him Burnout 1 somehow. Haste Combat? No armor here, for sure. The entire run is thinking about how I scale Spike's Fade. This combat is fine for it, by the way. And we scale Spike's Fade in a reasonable manner here. I ping him and then I bring him back. Yeah, look at that. This is a good combat for scaling Fade. It's not the perfect combat. If this were the haste combat, we would just go insane here. But it's pretty close. 23. Close. All very close. Not quite, though. Oh, if I played that, I would have actually gotten the kill for Fade. Would have been worth it, too. Oh well. I don't need energy for that, by the way. Yeah, if I could have skipped the money for a kill on Fade, which would have been solid. Either way. However you look at it, Little Fade has 111 armor. That should be enough. Yeah. She clears this whole floor. It's mostly, we need one good combat. With Spike's Fade in a setup like this, we're one good combat away from this snowballing out of control. And it will snowball if we can get that one combat. Because once you get the one combat, it just becomes, oh, Fade kills everything. No survivors. I'll go right. I could duplicate the Endless Imp, but I don't need to. You saw what the numbers were looking like. I just need to remove. But what? Train Steward's pretty bad, I guess. Train Steward is just a curse. And I will cost down Memento Mori seems attractive here. 20 and consume on Torch. The Memento Mori is good because it can help Fade get some heavy kills that she would otherwise miss. And that's all we're thinking about here. Kills for Fade. I don't need Vengeful Shard. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this. I don't need to, because it's, so the reason to skip that is because it's delayed power. We take something that's going to be negative for 2 floors, and then on the third floor we get much more powerful for it. I guess Vengeful Stave is instantly powerful, rather, but while the deck is bigger at 22 cards and we don't have the extra draw, it's scary. I'm taking double draw anyway. So I don't need to take the energy. The deck is going to end somewhere in the lower number of units, I imagine. Or rather, lower number of cards, I should say. Should ping the healer. It doesn't get him. I'm playing top 4 because I'm going to wait for Welder Helpers. Uh-oh. There they are. And we're just gonna try and work you down. I should have pinged the Nymph, actually. Yeah. 23 and 19, though, is pretty close. It's 42, right? I believe it's 42? Yeah. If I ping, then Fade gets the kill. Or... hang on. Fade gets the kill anyway here, right? Look at this. Follow me here. You hit, Fade takes 19. Or not, rather, you take 19. Goes from 43 to 24, if that's correct. I believe it is. Then the Foot Soldier hits, dies, gives Fade the +2/+2. Fade attacks, goes up at 25, kills the Disciple. Yeah, okay. I just ping down here. And I do armor. Good. Yeah, look at that. Remember when I said I wasn't going to notice the small things, and then I noticed a small thing? Wow. How did I do that? I'm just as shocked as you are. May as well bring back the imps that are burning out. It's an obscene amount of armor. Fade gets to take a lot of kills here. I just keep saying it, right? We're one combat away from this being out of control. Another combat we can see that would make this very much out of control is if we see the party boys on the next floor. Party boys or Sycophants of Seraph on floor 5. Either one is going to be the one that sets us off. Otherwise, we're just going to live our lives in a mediocre style, and we're not going to get to anything too crazy. If we ever reach the point where she's killing heavies with spikes, though, it just gets out of control. I took 3 damage, I didn't mean to there. Would have been worth it to not take the damage, but alas. Pretty sure Fade takes this. That's what I thought. Okay. So she's at, what, 41? Okay. 41 is pretty good here. Workable. I don't want any of these. And I don't want any of these. I could have taken the money, I suppose, but... yeah, maybe I should have. It cost me room for imps, though. Being able to just cycle the 3 imps is nice. Take Pyre health here. Removals are cool, but the Pyre health is a little better. Not gonna take Winged Indulgence. Consume Crown is better here. Winged Indulgence is bad if this is the Curse combat. And it's also... no, Curse Spell was the last run. I think it's just good to keep the curse enemies in mind on this floor. Stuttering like crazy. What's wrong with me? Oh, this is a tough combat. No trials, no survivability trials in particular. We want to make sure that Fade is doing her best. Just need those imps. Okay. I am open to potentially... you're at 60. I'm trading 75 gold for 1 Slay on Fade. Is that worth it? Yeah, I think so. This is also a pretty good combat. There's a lot of things for Fade to kill. But I'm open to potentially missing imps and losing this run right now. Like on a bad round, I can miss my imps and just die. So I need to prioritize removal a little higher than I did. However, for now, Fade's getting every kill. It looks good. If I could give you attack, that would be nice. I don't think I can though. And this guy takes damage and lives. That's not something you see very often. Clip Shaman with the combat preview of a 0. Getting hit for 1. Yeah, can't quite kill ya, but it is okay. Just gonna keep playing armor. And this is a big amount of scaling. The way that Spike's Fade works, I've said many times, I'm sure now. You've probably heard me say this ad nauseum even, but the way that it works is just you suffer for the first 2 of a set of 3 floors. So like you suffer for combats 1 and 2, and then by the end of 2, you've gotten enough spikes where you're killing heavies and you farm at 3, and then combat 4 is a little bad and combat 5 is a little bad, and then on combat 6 you farm, and hopefully you have enough to one-shot everything going into Seraph at that rate. But with the way that this run is set up, we're looking like we're going to be farming heavies on 5, and then going into 6 going, yo, Arcus, feed me. Here are the training stewards. I'm gonna duplicate Welder Helper. Not the endless one though. I just want to duplicate it so that we are less likely to get sniped here. Okay. Gonna, again, not take anything that hurts my Fade kills. So which trial would I take? Spell Shield. I would take Spell Shield. And I would maybe take Heaven's Seal depending on which combat it was. Nothing here. Just end turn. If I don't hit an imp in the next 12 cards, it's impossible. It's actually not possible for that to happen. So I'm fine. Now I do need to hit another imp, but again, almost impossible here. Yeah, good enough. The armor requirements of this combat are a bit higher, so gotta keep my eyes peeled. 90, if I could, 95 rather. 72. Why is it 72? Oh, because they die. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna hit me. That's okay. I'm basically trading fire damage. I'm taking 1. I'm taking 6. It's no big deal. We just want to focus on making sure that Because you can min-max quite a bit here. At the end of the day, the focus is just making sure that I don't die to Self-Made Harpy now. I shouldn't, but Self-Made Harpy can sneak up on you. Although, in this situation, I don't think Self-Made Harpy stands much of a chance. Come to think of it. Oh, he just gets clocked by Fade, yeah. So we're gonna farm Arcus like crazy. This is extremely good. We're gonna be so far ahead of the curve. Like right now, usually, a number that I would consider good for spikes right now is like 80 to 90. The lower number that you can get away with is 70. 110 is really high. 119 is like leaving Arcus numbers. So, yeah. It's looking good. Reinforce really just adds to the absurdity, and it also might be important in the Seraph, so I'll take it. Sometimes Reinforce ends up being a major player. I'll go left. I'm going left here because there's money, and I want to buy a lot of removals here at this shop. First Train Steward. Torches are pretty important, and so are the primitive molds, actually. Huh, interesting. Memento Mori can go now. One more. I think it's primitive mold. I have 7 reform cards. So right now this deck is 7 reforms, 4 imps, 5 torches, fade and reinforce. I can lower the number of molds. I just remove them at an equal rate, I think. And we'll see if we can get there. Failure Arcus also helps. The Sweet Boys should clean up our backliners, which can be nice. Cool. It's a very powerful run. There's a run like this on the YouTube. I have played something similar to this before. One of the early Fade runs, I had just an absolute nuts Welder Helper setup like this one is. I actually think I need to take energy here on this run. I need the energy to play Welder Helper, Torch, Welder Helper. Or Reform Welder Helper, Torch, Welder Helper, things like that. I think I just need 4 energy. I didn't focus on going to the magic shops and getting their magic shop powers as much as I would maybe want to. So, probably worth it. But when I say magic shop power, I mean cost reduction. So yeah, it's probably worth it to take the energy. I believe. We don't need draw. Our deck is like the same cards over and over again right now. It's 19 cards and they're all our starters. And all of our starters do what we need here, which is armor fade, kill imps, reform imps. That's it. It's a 3-step process. Armor fade, kill imp, reform imp. Dude, we're at massive spikes numbers here. This is looking like a fat win here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm pretty confident. I'm trying to think of what I could die to. It really is just not having enough armor in the Seraph. But yeah. This run is nice. I appreciate that Monster Train has occasionally... because I feel like I can fall into a cycle of complaining a lot in this game, because this is a game with a few pitfalls of frustration. However, I will give the game credit where it is due. This is a great run. They can't all be absolute bangers like this one, I recognize, but, you know, it's a good run. You like to see it. Transcendent is pretty nuts here. I'll take energy. Thank you, Monster Train. Very cool. Good run. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right here. Removals. Just remove Torch and Primitive Mold. Remove them in equal numbers. There's like a number of Primitive Molds I don't want to go below. Take Reinforce down to 2. Roll and take Reinforce down to 1. I'll take a molded down to 0 here. Okay. I don't think there's much I can do to lose from here. This multi-strike is really nice, actually. I can take this trial, because the multi-strike is here. The multi-strike is going to cause these guys to kill themselves on Spike's Fade. This is a really good... Wow, this is a nuts combat, actually. That's insane how good this is. Definitely the best combat we could see here. We farmed this. I do have to, like, I have to put all hands on armoring Fade, because this is a lot of damage she's gonna take, but I think we can keep up with the numbers required here. I'm gonna apply like 80 armor on this turn. We have Transcendent, yeah, of course I can. Yeah, we get the Tiyas rolling. Okay, it's fine. Never mind, there's no concerns. This run's over. Oh. I mean, if I just play Reinforce here, it's over. I don't think I have anything to tell you right now, though, unfortunately. Usually I would fill this time with me telling you about something. I don't have anything to tell you, though. I've been playing some Slay the Spire lately. That game is hard. Coming back to Monster Train after Slay the Spire is always kind of jarring, because this game is a lot easier. It's like, I think that Monster Train is a comfortable difficulty. In terms of the rate at which I win in this game, I think it's about good. But the losses feel bad, and honestly, I don't know, I don't really feel that great when I win a run like this. I'm not like, oh man, I feel so good about my skill. But then again, I don't really feel good about my skill ever in this game at this point. Slay the Spire makes me feel inadequate. That game is hard. One day, though, I'm gonna overcome. It's my Olympus to climb. Olympus? Everest? You know, it's my Mount Olympus. Anyway. Yeah, this episode's gonna end up being 30 minutes anyway. How long is this run? Holy shit. This really would have been a speedrun if I didn't die. Alright, let's chop here. I can actually potentially get to a new record in terms of time here, which would be pretty cool. Endless with Welder Helper at Burnout 1 would be pretty good here. Yeah. Steel Chop? Multi-strike? We're gonna time crunch here. I'm gonna chop. I'm gonna remove... Formidable takes me to 15 cards. Torch... I think I should not remove anything here. I think that this is fine. I'm just gonna go. Jackstrips is bad. Yeah, I want more spikes on Fade. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll float the money. I'm not worried about it. So, Endless on Fade is first, because if she dies for whatever reason, I want her to come back without burnout. If she dies, something has gone terribly wrong, but... you know. Endless on the Transcendent I do not want. I wanted to have Burnout 1. This is build your own Burnout 1 Transcendent here. And I just reform it. It'll be Burnout 2, I guess, because I reformed it. That's my bad. I should not have killed and reformed it. Very, very big mistake. It will hurt us. It won't hurt us a ton, but it will hurt us. It's not a great mistake to make. I did it again. Look. I'm not playing this combat optimally. I apologize. If I lose, I'll own it. However, I struggle to see a loss coming out of this one either way you look at it. 300 armor is pretty close to enough as it is, so... hey, you know. I'm tired. It's late. I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to go close my eyes. It really is just... I reach a point where it's really hard for me to maintain a train of thought. at a certain point. It's definitely the big flaw when I let the night get to be this late is, man, I guess this is what it's like, right? In terms of, here I go talking about sleep schedule and something just completely unrelated to Monster Train at the end of the run, but it's my series, you can't stop me. I've been getting up earlier lately, but I haven't been going to bed that much earlier, because I end up like laying awake before I fall asleep. Usually messing around on my phone or whatever, watching YouTube until I'm tired enough, but you're at 158. What I find is, because I used to think that I had to sleep like 9 or 10 hours, but in reality it's more of a situation where because right now I'm sleeping 8 hours, and I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, let's face the day. Hell yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and just pop up to 690 here, and that's gonna be enough. I just find myself burning out towards the end of a longer day, where it's like, oh, I have to stay up a little later to finish my recordings, right? This is the point in the night where I'm like, oh man, I am tired. So bear with me. I'm sure that at this point, if you're still with me on these episodes, first of all, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching all the way through. It makes a big difference in the analytics, and also it makes a big difference in my heart that you're hearing me say these words. Like, it really is one of the bigger parts. There's 3 main factors that the algorithm cares about. It's watch time, views, and click-through rate, and also likes and comments. But the 3 stats that they show me are click-through rate, meaning how many people see the video versus how many people click on the video, and watch time. If you just click the video and then leave, it hurts me in the algorithm. Anyway, that's the end. We did it. Let's go. But yeah, first of all, thank you for being here with me throughout the entire episode, and also second of all, I'm sorry. Dude, tomorrow will be better is what I'd like to say, but I'm gonna do one more Slayless Fire episode at 2:30, and the run's gonna go an hour and a half, because that's how the game is. There's nothing I can do. It's alright, though. We made it. And that's the end. How long was that run? I wanted to see. 25:53. Very nice. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.